Hey everybody, Mazda Gamer here. I hope you're all doing well. So today is November 14th of 2016. Spider-Man Unlimited is the Gameloft newest Spider-Man game. It is a free runner. So in other words, you run and you survive as long as you can. In this free runner, or as Gameloft calls it, web runner. All right, you take control of Spidey or Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen, Silk, so on and so forth, and you run and you defeat bad guys, jump over obstacles, slide, web swing, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good game. So this game has several modes, which consist of the standard play mode. So if you've played games like Minion Rush or I don't know if Subway Surfer has that kind of progression story level. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's a progression story level, so that's the standard play mode. There's the special event mode, which again, if you played a game like Minion Rush, which is also developed by Gameloft, and I do enjoy that game as well. That's another game you could potentially look at. That's the special event mode. So then you have Recruit. So in Recruit, there's these Spideys that come through portals. And when they come through the portals, you get to keep them. So you could do several things. If you have a duplicate of that Spidey, you can pay vials to upgrade your Spidey. So you could or rank up your Spidey, as I should say. And that enables you to progress your Spideys and make them stronger. You also have the My Team section where you can go through your Spideys. You can see which ones you've accumulated, and there's a limited amount of slots, so you have to be smart. You can't just start accumulating Spideys all over the place. You got to manage them. So either you sell some, or you have duplicates, you rank them up, so on and so forth, and you only keep the Spideys that you need. So obviously you want more powerful Spideys, and how do you do it? Well, by playing the game and earning vials and earning ISO 8s. ISO 8s is the very rare and earned currency in the game, whereas vials are much easier to obtain, but they're also worth significantly less. Now, this game was released on September 11th of 2014. And this game has changed drastically. I remember playing it at its release. I even did a video of the announcement of the game. I was really excited for it. And when it came out on September 11th of 2014, I was very disappointed in the game, and I really wanted more. So I kind of waited. I got back into it at some points, and I do enjoy it. So this game was released for Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. Now, I played it on my Samsung Galaxy S4 at the time. It ran really well. Now I have an iPhone 5S. It runs really well on that. I even have an iPad mini, the first generation iPad mini, and that runs the game fairly well. Obviously it stutters and slows down at some points, but hey, I can't really control it. It's an iPad mini, right? So after My Team, you have Collections. So Collections is a new thing. So they put that in a few months ago, where when you collect your Spideys, you could put them in sets, and if you complete the set, you obviously get money and in-game currency, so on and so forth, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But those Spideys some of them are fairly rare and are pretty hard to obtain, and I should throw it out there. This is not a pay-to-win game, but it's a pay-to-show-off game. Now, what do I mean by that? If you want bigger and badder Spideys and, rare, you may have to put money into it, or you're going to have to dedicate your life to this game. And that's one of my complaints about the game. This game, it takes a lot of time. You can't just, it's not a pick-up-and-play game where you could pick up and play just like that. If you want to have any sense of progression, you have to play the game a lot. And that is my biggest complaint, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but I don't have all the time in the world to just sit down and play this one game. I don't have time to just sit down for whatever, half an hour just playing the game just like that, because it's a very fun game, alright, and there's very minimal technical issues. I run into hardly any stuttering or stuff like that, and I honestly think the game is not perfect by any means, but it is a lot of fun. I enjoy. So when you click play to come to the game, you have an animation of Spider-Man or Spider-Woman or whatever in an intro sequence. They come down and they start running. And I love the web swing scenes because those scenes it's original to this game. So it's not in Subway Surfers, not Minion Rush, just this game where you can hold and you could web swing. And I feel like those are the moments in the game when you feel most like Spider-Man. One of the things I also want to talk about are the boss battles. The boss battles are actually kind of fun. However, the bosses they're essentially just reskins of each other. Like, they're still a lot of fun. I especially enjoy when you do manage to take down the boss's life meter by punching those blue shield circular crates or whatever into them. I enjoy just tapping the screen and just seeing Spider-Man just punch the crap out of the boss. That is so satisfying. And then just seeing your combo meter go up. Big thing in this game, and it's also the thing that, you will probably spend most of your time on if you were to get the game, are events. Now, events are, if you've played like Minion Rush, I know this game has a lot of similarities to Minion Rush. I'll keep making references to it. So events is essentially like you have a challenge that you need to do, and there's several challenges at a time. Like if you don't like necessarily KOing bosses, you could do challenges where you have to pick up vials or get combos, chain combos or so on and so forth. And there's always two sections to the challenge. There's your progression, and then there's where you rank on the leaderboards, and you get two separate sets of rewards for it, which I feel is very good because some people, may not necessarily care about how they rank, but they want other challenges, or you could work for them, give or take, whatever you want. Which I feel that's more satisfying than Minion Rush, because Minion Rush, it's literally just get the highest rank you can. Alright, so I feel that this game tops Minion Rush in that sense. Like I said, I've played the game on iOS and Android. I have not tried it on Windows Phone or the computer, Windows 10, whatever. But I can vouch for that on iOS and Android, this game runs well. And I enjoy the game. I think it looks... I love the art style. The art style is very comic book-like, and the events... they are loosely based on the comics. When there's a big event in the comics, such as Spider-Verse, it follows it very to the T. But right now, I think it's just something with the Jackal in the comics, and in the game, they're following the symbiotes. So there's our original stories in the game, and it's just a lot of fun to play. If you're a Spider-Man fan, there's a lot of fan services. There's tons of Spider-Man to collect. I usually go between Spider-Gwen and Superior Spider-Man, the classic Superior Spider-Man. I really enjoy the game, and I don't think it's a perfect game by any means. It has flaws to it, it really feels it's a pay-to-show-off game. I'm not even going to say pay-to-win, because you don't pay to, for your skill in the game. You pay for looking flashy while you do your skills. In the end, Spider-Man Unlimited, right now in 2016, November 2016, it scores an 8 on 10 from Mazda Gamer. So, guys, let me know if you're enjoying Spider-Man Unlimited. Please like, subscribe, and as always, thank you for supporting Mazda Gamer. Have a good one.